Hi there, this is Gina with Gina's Crafting Spot here on YouTube, and today I'm going to share a Valentine's Day card I'm making. It's a little more masculine, not too girly, if that makes any sense. But what I'm starting with is a A2 size card, and I cut it to be a portrait style. I just took an 8.5 by 11 sheet of, I used paper tray ink cardstock because it's really thick, and I cut it 8.5 by 11. I cut it long ways at 4 1/4, and then I scored it in the middle at 5.5, and there we go. Here's our card base. So the next thing I'm going to do is use some pattern paper from this Teresa Collins stationery noted set cardstock 6x6 pad, and they are super cute. Here's all the different patterns, and they're double-sided, really pretty. And the ones I decided to use were this one, this pattern, this piece. I'm going to cut it, and that's it from that pad, from that paper pad. And this is just a piece of, it looks kind of grayish, or it's supposed to be black, but it's like grayish polka dot. And I'm going to use this as one of the layers, and it's cut at 3 3/4 by 5. And this is the self-adhesive, but it's, I don't know, it's a little bit old, so I don't know if it even is going to be too sticky. Looks like it's okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and attach it. I'm not going to add any ribbon or anything to this card. Like I said, more masculine. I don't want it to be too busy. So here's the one layer. Then I have, like I said, this piece of the red and white, and that's the other side. Really pretty too, if you could even see it. Anyway, this one I cut a 1/4 inch smaller, so it's 4 3/4, 3.5 by 4 3/4. And that's going to go right here. So I could just go ahead and attach this as well. And then I'm going to, you know what, before I do that, let me go ahead and do my stamping. I'm going to stamp right down here a sentiment. It's a Scrappy Moms. Is it Scrappy Moms? No. I don't know what it is. Hold on. It is, yeah, Scrappy Moms. It's the, let's see, Designer's Choice, and I'm using this Hey Sweetie right there. So I'm just going to take my, just one of my Close to My Heart blocks and my Hey Sweetie stamp. There. Line it up a little bit. Oh, it's kind of straight. And I'm going to use a jet black StazOn, just because I have it here and I want it to be really dark. So, and I'm just going to do a little sample stamp. It's not a sample, just a test. That's pretty. Pretty dark. So I'm just going to go ahead and stamp it towards the bottom right here. Hey Sweetie. And then I'm going to just ink up, I'm going to ink up the edges a little bit. Sorry, I thought I had everything handy. I guess not. This has color, but I'm just going to use black. it's not gonna make a difference. I'm just gonna ink it up a little bit to cover up the white edges. You could use a marker for it. Anything you want. Okay, so I'm done with that for now. And that's just going to go right here. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, so that's going to go right here. Alright, so I said this was 3.5. So I'm going to go ahead and attach it. So what I'm going to do is cut, and I'm using just my ATG gun to attach this. Try to line it up with the little dots. Should I get it straight as I can? Okay, there we go. So there's that. And then what I'm going to do is cut this, and I know I want this part to show. So I'm going to cut it on each end just to get what I want to be on the card. Yeah, that's cute. And then I'm just going to cut it right here. No, maybe a little further. So you can't even see what I'm doing. Let me cut it right here and see. And I could always use these other pieces. Alright, I'm just going to trim it down a little bit more. Because what I'm going to do is put the, just cut in the little V on the bottom. I think that's good. Oops. Alright, so all I'm going to do is just take my scissors and I'm going to cut in a little bit. So that's the middle. And I could have cut a shape out of my Cricut if I wanted to, but I figured this would be quicker. Okay. So that looks cute. And then you can see the sentiment right there. So on the top it looks a little bare. So what I'm going to use is a piece of, let me see. See if I have any more. Yeah, I have a little piece of this polka dot paper left that I cut, and I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to use just a scallop border. So it won't be so plain. Just line up your scallops. Alright, so there's that, and let me just go ahead and ink up these edges a little bit. This sponge dauber, these are from Close to My Heart. Alright, so there's that. I'm going to add this, and this is, it's pretty even. this part's self-adhesive, so let me go ahead, add this, and just put it where I want it. Right there, and then I'll just trim off any extra hanging off. Then just peel this off. We're almost done. Alright, and then I'm just going to add the adhesive to the rest of it. It looks perfect right there. I was going to pop it up, but I am going to put it in the mail, so maybe I'll just leave it like that. Okay, so there's that. And then it still looks kind of plain. How about, well, I do want to use one of these. It's a little Recollections punch. I'm just going to cut out a little star from here. So I'll pop up this little guy maybe. Just put it like right there. Then I'm going to use some stickles, so let me get, okay, so I know I'm going to pop this up, so I'm just going to get some of this foam tape. And I am going to put stickles on it, but I want to be sure, like that's the last step that I do before I put it on. So I don't smear anything. And then I want to decorate the inside just a little bit. I'm going to use some of these scraps extras that I had. Alright, and then let me just use my stand. People know it's handmade. Then let me do the inside before I decorate the outside with the stickles and stuff. So on the inside, I'm just going to add a little strip of I like the same. So I'll put that here. This blue doesn't match, does it? Not really. You know what? That's okay. No, it isn't. I'll just use a piece of this red. So let me just cut a strip. Maybe I'll mimic the same scallop on the inside. So, I have plenty of space to write my message there. Oh, let's try it that way. I'll just put it flush against the side. Not flush, I'll leave a little space right there. And trim off the extra. Then I'll just have this, like I said, just right here. Okay, then I could just write right there. So then on this outside, I'm just going to, you know what, I have these enamel accents. I think they're so pretty. So you just put it on and they dry to, just like enamel dots. So I put that, and then I'll just use some stickles. Maybe Stardust, see how that looks. Be sure not to touch that, of course. Just a little bit, give it a little sparkle. Alright, and there is my card. Hey Sweetie card for Valentine's. And really quick, there's it inside. And I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye.